Due to unfortunate circumstances, the author of this video is unable to speak, so I shall be doing so instead. AI, while useful in many ways, is a grave threat to our society in its current form because of the way it is being pushed by major corporations. Their main interests are to cut costs and reap the benefits, often in unethical ways. Additionally, AI cannot be fully controlled by us either. The more advanced it becomes, the harder it is to understand and contain. The dangers and injustices created by the rise of AI must be examined by our leaders, so that they may create the appropriate regulations ensuring that AI is created and used in a safe, ethical manner. Now then, I'd like to explore some of the things I find to be of concern regarding AI when used in the arts especially, or just for everyday things we ought to be able to do on our own without the help of a machine. What I'm about to show you is perhaps so abhorrent, the stench of it rises into the very heavens themselves, created by Google to showcase their new AI.
Enter a prompt here. Okay, can't be that hard. How about generate an image of a cat playing guitar?
Is that how it works? Am I doing AI?
Yeah, it just does whatever you type.
What a last-minute gift ideas you can make with arts and crafts.
Plan a workout routine to get bigger calves.
Help me think of titles for my tell-all memoir.
What's something smart I can say about Renoir?
Generate another image of a cat playing guitar.
If a girl calls me a snack, how do I reply?
Yeah, that's how it works. You're doing AI.
Make this email sound more professional before I hit send.
What's a good excuse to cancel dinner with my friends?
We're literally sitting right here.
There's no wrong way to prompt. Yeah, you're doing it. There's no wrong way to prompt. It does whatever you just prompt your prompt in a prompt bar.
Or just generate an image of a cat playing guitar.
Okay, do I even need to say anything? If they were trying to sell their product, they failed spectacularly. It's just so eerie. Using AI to find the cure to a disease? Now that is a good use of the technology and would have sold it for me. But using it in place of your own brain? That's just sad. These companies want you to stop learning and even stop thinking. They want you to use AI for everything you do. It'd be like you're on life support. And these AI companies would be getting rich from all the tokens you purchase from them to keep using their products. Stephen Hawking essentially put the latter like this. If machines produce everything we need, the outcome will depend on how things are distributed. Everyone can enjoy a life of luxurious leisure if the machine-produced wealth is shared. Or most people can end up miserably poor if the machine owners successfully lobby against wealth redistribution. So far, the trend seems to be toward the second option, with technology driving ever-increasing inequality. And if you thought that using AI can't affect your mental capacity, a study performed among students in Pakistan and China finds that the rise of artificial intelligence in those societies has contributed to human loss in decision-making, as well as laziness. The study argues that significant preventive measures are necessary before implementing AI technology in education. Accepting AI without addressing the major human concerns, they say, would be like summoning the devil. Researchers also say that complete control over a superintelligent AI is impossible due to computational limitations. It is a risk that I'm sure all AI companies are aware of. If efforts to minimize such risks ever become inadequate, the consequences could be catastrophic for us all. Speaking of catastrophic, I'd like to talk about data centers. Due to the increasing demands of AI, tech companies have been looking to build more and more data centers in recent years. According to CBS Mornings, the power consumption of a single data center can equate to 80,000 U.S. homes. Together, these big tech companies are projected to consume 9% of all electricity in the United States by 2030, further taxing the nation's aging power grid.
A ChatGPT query uses nearly 10 times the electricity of a typical internet search.
Is this amount of electricity use sustainable?
It's a real challenge. As we look to the next decade, those demands continue to grow. And the real challenge is figuring out how we can do this in a way that meets our climate goals.
Google's planet-warming emissions rose by 13% last year and have jumped nearly 50% since 2019. The company has invested heavily in wind and solar and says 64% of the time its operations run on clean energy. But when the sun isn't shining and the wind isn't blowing, data centers still rely on dirty fossil fuels that contribute to climate change.
Yeah, pretty bad. So do we just stop using AI altogether? I don't believe that's possible or completely reasonable. AI continues to enhance our lives in a multitude of ways. We can't just erase it. What we can do, though, is make sure that this technology develops in a way that's good for the planet and society, not just those who are in positions of power. Not every use of AI is bad. However, using AI to skip having to build up our skills should not be what we are told to do. To do that is to deny yourself knowledge. Doing that would destroy the human element, and without the human element, you'll be stuck creating bastardized versions of what could be. These tech companies ought to encourage people to learn and enhance their skills, but they often do not. They want you to think that you can't do it without them, that it's impossible without AI. But today I tell you that every sentient being possesses the potential to forge and refine any skill, and there is much reward to be found in being able to do something with your own power whenever you wish. No subscription required. Now, regarding the ethics of AI, there has been much debate on this topic. You see, with the rise of AI came also the rise of deepfakes, images, videos, and audio edited or generated with AI, with the intention of deceiving an audience. Malicious actors may do this to spread hate, influence public opinion to give themselves an advantage, sow chaos, or simply hurt someone. As AI advances, it will only continue to be used in this manner, causing people to start questioning reality itself. The integrity of digital information is under siege. Truth is being challenged by untruth, and if we do not fight against this threat, our world shall be governed by delusions. Though some efforts are being made against deepfakes, it simply is not enough. We need to do more. We need to make sure that our voices are heard, so that big tech firms do not have their way. When CEOs and executives start talking about using AI to cut costs, what they're referring to are mass layoffs replacing human employees with AI, even if such actions cause a drop in quality. People are having their livelihoods stripped away from them. The higher-ups throw them out like old rags. It's not right and needs to stop. In the entertainment industry, AI has been slowly encroaching on jobs as it becomes more appealing to executives trying to make a lot of money as quickly as possible, for as little as possible. The human element means nothing to them. However, it means everything to the artists, actors, writers, and the like all over the world who bring us our favorite shows and movies. In 2023, American writers and actors went on strike, demanding better pay, fair working conditions, and protections against AI, among other things. The strikes shook the entire entertainment industry, which will no doubt be remembered in the years to come. Rather than do the right thing, though, some companies chose to respond in unseemly ways, even bragging about saving money. Actor Bryan Cranston, in a message to Disney CEO Bob Iger, had this to say:
I know, sir, that you look through things through a different lens. We don't expect you to understand who we are, but we ask you to hear us, and beyond that, to listen to us when we tell you we will not be having our jobs taken away and giving to robots. We will not have you take away our right to work and earn a decent living. And lastly, and most importantly, we will not allow you to take away our dignity.
Well put, Mr. Cranston. Before we move on, though, I want you to see the reaction of Studio Ghibli founder Hayao Miyazaki when presented with AI.
人工知能で動きを学習させた CG を見せてくれるそうです。
これ踊ってるように見えますけど、でこれは早く移動するっていうので学習させたやつなんですね。これ頭を使って移動してるんですけど、基本通覚とかないし、頭が大事だとかっていう概念がないんで、だからもう頭をもう普通の足のように使って移動してるっていう。この動きがとにかく気持ち悪いので、ゾンビゲームの動きに使えるんじゃないかっていう。こういう人工知能を使うと、多分人間が想像できない気持ち悪い動きができるんじゃないか。一応こんなことをやっています。実際には
毎朝会う、毎朝この頃会わないけど、身体障害の友人がいるんですよ。そのハイタッチって言うんだけど大変なんです。彼の筋肉がこわばってる手と僕の手でこうハイタッチするで、その彼のことを思い出してね、僕はこれ面白いと思って見ることできないですよ。これを作る人たちは痛みとかそういうものについてね、何も考えないでやってるでしょ。極めて不愉快ですよね。そんなに気持ち悪いものをやりたいなら勝手にやってればいいだけで、僕はこれを自分たちの仕事をつなげたいとは全然思いません。極めて何か生命に対する侮辱を感じます。
これでもほとんど実験なので、
それは分かってます。
その世の中に見せてどうこうってそういうものじゃないんですよ。
それは本当によく分かってるつもりですけど、どこへたどり着きたいんですか。
人間が描くのと同じように絵を描く機械
を作りたいんだ。
はい。
地球最後の日が近いって感じですね。それは人間の方が自信がなくなってくるから。
In order to create these generative AIs, you need data, lots and lots of data. The AI needs to be fed this data. Often, those who create AI models scrape data from every corner of the internet with no regard for where it comes from or who it belongs to. The actual authors of this data are not made aware of their works and online posts being used to train AI, nor are they given any compensation. This has gotten users of AI and tech firms into various legal issues, but it still does not stop them. Websites where users post content have also been updating their terms of service and signing deals, feeding their user-generated data to machines in order to advance them. It is mad what they are doing. Generative AI is nothing but a sophisticated form of plagiarism. You may ask it to create something, and it could spit out an amalgam of works by various authors. Not too long ago, artist Pringus McDingus discovered that people had trained some AI models solely on their art, practically replicating their style. This isn't just plagiarism, it's piracy. Something like this shouldn't be allowed. Not today or ever. It's wrong. Treat people with dignity. Respect the work that they put their whole lives into. If you want a piece from them, pay for it. Say no to AI. That's about all I have to say. I hope that with this video, you've learned a thing or two. I ask only this of you. Keep fighting the noblest of fights. Fight for regulations and demand accountability. Fight for knowledge so that you do not lose it. Fight for justice and for the future because it belongs to you, not any machine. Believe in yourself. You've got the touch and the power. Until next time.